Hello teacher, today I'm going to talk about the learning orthographic and semantic representation simultaneously during short time reading. The first thing that I want to do is explaining something about the short reading. Some steps that normally are used for doing this. The first one is introduce the story by discussing the the cover, and illustrator. For example, this type of reading is used by the parents with their children or with the teachers, with the students. And for example, as I said in the first step, is introduce the story by discussing the title, cover, and illustrator. And it is because first, the teacher, the person that is in charge of the reading, must read the title of the story, and the students have to discuss something about what about the reading or what could happen then, and all those things. The second step is read the story aloud to students using appropriate inflection and tone. For example, if there are exclamation things, if there are questions, the tone of the voices must be accorded to about the story. Yeah, about the things that could be in the story. The third one is conclude the reading by reserving time for reactions and comments. Yeah, for example, in the middle of the readings, normally must be an interaction between the students with the teacher, between the children with the parents. And the last step is reread the story and allow time for independent reading. So it is like first, the parents must read the history, and then the story will be read by the children or the students with the teachers. Yeah. So what this document wants to explain us is like if the children could learn about grammar, about new words, just following like the context of the test, like the context where there are unknown words, and if they learn about the orthography in the text. Yeah. And another thing is that uh, how they could, for example, get vocabulary or new words while the person in charge of the reading were reading the test. So they took account about the English and French bilinguals emergent, and it is like a title for those people who are learning a new item. They are always hallucinating. They are called of this way because they know to speak one language, their first language. For example, my first language is Spanish, but I learn another language. So when I learn that second language, I am an emergent. I am an emergent bilingual. So they tried to choose the English and French, yeah, for calling to the children emerging bilinguals. And one of so the methods that they used was choose 62 grade 1 children. It was about 35 girls, and they listened to 12 short stories, and every one contained like a different type of new words. For example, they in the text were different words that explained about another unknown words. So the person in charge of the reading for the children, for the students, have to do it every week. For that reason, in the one of the method was 12 readings 12 readings where they could get or put new words in the readings. In the document say that it was novel words, and they put four novel words that could help for the vocabulary of the children, and also because they could know about the orthographic of these ones. So the result was that orthographic learning was related to both English and French word reading at the same time point and 6 months later. And in contrast, the relations between semantic learning and word reading, because they were non-significant for both languages after including some controls. And the conclusion is that the chart reading is a valuable context for learning both word meanings and spellings, and the learning of orthographic representation in particular is related to word reading abilities. It is because when you are reading, you are getting new vocabulary, you are getting new orthographic forms. For example, you know how to write that word, what's the meaning of that word, how can you, for example, destroy the word, for knowing like the meaning of a simple part in this part, what's the meaning of all the word in total. And it is so important for that reason. Read all the time, and it is what the document says, that the reading is the most important for getting an orthographic vocabulary, for learning how to write different words that we can't know. And that's the conclusion. Reading or chart reading is so important, and it is gonna be more important when you have like a company. For example, in the case that, as I said before, the teacher with the students or the parents with the children, they are going to have like a relation. They are going to be relation because the reading depends on the emotion you put in all the things you normally are reading, or the exclamation things, the questions. Everything depends on the reading, and that is gonna allow that you, for example, can get more vocabulary. You can get more orthographic forms. You can get more unknown words. And it is so important for speaking, obviously, more for writing. When you need to write, for example, you are going to be more intelligent in this aspect, because you are going to have like the structure of the word. You are going to have like the form of you writing that word, and it's gonna be more easy for you, like writing after knowing a word, knowing the meaning of a word, knowing how to write a word, so the orthographic, and knowing obviously the pronunciation, the phonetic that you have with that word.